Thank you for joining us today. We're here today at the Dtec booth at Expand North Star. We're so excited that Quikbot has a booth with us. To kick things off, Aaron, I want to ask you, how did Quikbot come into fruition? Tell me about the growth story and how it became where it is today.
Thank you, Sinji, for having me here as well. And yes, Quikbot started 3 years back, but I think a lot of things have happened over these past 3 years. Being the first 1-2 years having to overcome several hurdles like your regulations and getting people to understand how robotics work and how you can live together with robots essentially. So I would say the whole idea started off when our founder, Alan, was given a challenge to actually solve the issue of having delivery riders not finding the right stores to receive the parcels or to receive the food that clients have ordered itself. Because back in Singapore, you have seen the metro stations that are so far spaced out in terms from the entrance to the exit itself. So with that, Quikbot was born, to address the issue of last mile and the first mile itself as well. So allowing riders to all pick up the items from a designated area so that they do not have to waste time to find parking, to find the access, to find the right store to retrieve whatever they need to retrieve from. So with that, we had a bigger, I would say, ambition from there on. It's like, how can we actually solve the whole issue of last mile fulfillment, especially with the increase in number of e-commerce purchases and your parcels, deliveries, and even food deliveries. That's been coming up quite a lot on our plate at this moment. So with that, we started off Quikbot as, I would say, all-in-one platform. We like to call it the autonomous final mile delivery platform itself, because what it does is actually it enables a cluster of buildings to be integrated both with robots and with the assets as well, like your lifts, your doors, your gantries, so that the robots are able to operate seamlessly and autonomously without the need for a human to ensure that parcel gets from point A to point B. And with that, I think we are able to solve and save a lot of time and even carbon emissions from the lifts, from the delivery riders itself. So that is the whole vision of Quikbot.
You guys have some really exciting stuff going on. So can you give me a couple of examples of successful client stories of how Quikbot has brought robotics into successful operations?
Yes, for sure. For one, I think I'm very fortunate to be with Dubai Silicon Oasis and Dtec itself, right? So they have been very supportive and progressive in terms of thinking, which is why we are able to have our first pilot in Dubai Digital Park itself, where we have integrated the lifts, the doors, the gantries to allow robots to actually seamlessly deliver parcels. At the same time, we're also working with other enterprise clients like your hospitals or hotels to do the back of house kind of delivery, be it's for bed linens or for medicine or for food, to serving food to the ward itself. So all these parts can be automated with the use of robots. And we are able to free up the humans to actually do more, I would say, value-added items, or even train some of the delivery riders to be engineers so that in future they are able to operate the robot, right? So one delivery rider could operate up to 3 or 5 robots, and that's increased in terms of the efficiency and the value itself. So in terms of that, I would say the use case, it's still growing day by day. We are getting requests from interesting clients. Even the malls are saying that, could you actually automate, let's say I finished shopping at shop A, can the robot actually bring my shopping to the car park itself, or even send it to the postal service, and the postal can actually deliver it to my home. So we are getting crazy use cases, ideas, yeah. So which is good, which is I think it's fortunate as well to see that people are actually thinking how they can automate different areas or different parts of the value chain. And that is a blessing to us, I say. And we are prioritizing all of this, and definitely happy to see how we can move on from here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, the e-commerce logistics market here in the UAE is expected to double by 2030. Can you tell me what is Quikbot's role in the sustainable expansion within that?
Definitely. I think the e-commerce market is one that we have been tracking very closely, especially like you said, I mean, the boom is there and we can see it with the number of delivery riders and the number of delivery trucks that's on the road day by day. What we are trying to do is to make them more efficient so that for all these delivery riders or drivers, they're able to go to, let's say, cluster up, for example, DSO. We can have 2 depots there. So the drivers will only need to stop at 2 areas for the whole of DSO. And with that, we can take over the final mile of it using robots or using lower carbon emission solutions to actually complete the value chain itself on that front. And we can feel the demand and the pinch in terms of not only e-commerce, I would say even food delivery, and especially for a market like the UAE where food delivery is growing day by day. And there's a lot of requests or demand to how can we make it more efficient on that front. So definitely I would say that the growth is exciting, but it is also stressful at the same time because we're trying to see how we can maximize the use of the robots so that we do not see too many robots running around, right? You do not want a case where 10 robots are queuing up for the elevators with you. But so that's one of the stress point that we're trying to resolve on that front. But definitely we welcome the challenge and we're definitely happy to see how we can automate and make the final mile more enjoyable and autonomous so that humans can actually do more value added and more efficient roles itself going forward.
Okay, thank you so much, Aaron, for your participation. We really appreciate everything that you've shared with us.
Thank you, Sinji, for having me. I hope I didn't talk too much.
No, that was great.
Yeah. I could go on and on, but yes, it's a passionate topic for us.
I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to be bringing in store. You guys have some really fantastic projects, so really looking forward to whatever the future holds for Quikbot.
Thank you. I hope you're able to spot Quikbots everywhere around Dubai or the UAE very, very soon. Yeah. Thank you, Sinji.
Thank you.